first I'll start the interview session with Marisa. What made you thought of this organizing this event? Like, what was your mindset?
Ela está perguntando qual foi a minha intenção de organizar esse evento aqui. I was responding, well, first I have to say that actually I'm very like, I'm from Brazil, and the connection of black people and indigenous people is a very important like historical thing that we have to talk about the history of genocide of black people, indigenous people. So when I heard that they would come here, I was like just thinking how to connect them with lectures like that they could talk about the history of the Huni Kuin from Brazil, to contextualize that people can understand more the fights of Huni Kuin people and the connection with spiritual fight too. So this was my,
And so this goes to him. The question is, how does he intend to stop this? Like, how will I say it? That these people don't understand. Most people there, some people from Brazil don't understand these native people. Some of them think the Inuguin people is going to hurt them or something like that. This is why they're scared of them, because they stay in forest or in the forest side. How do you think they could get out of the system? Like, that's the best question.
Pelo que você explicou também, parece que no Brasil não existe muito entendimento sobre os indígenas também. Tipo, que as pessoas têm você falou algum momento sobre desumanização também dos povos indígenas e falta pouco consciência sobre a forma de indígena de ser, de viver também no Brasil. O que você acha que tem que acontecer para poder ter mais esclarecimento sobre isso, sobre os indígenas?
Sobre os indígenas, assim, eu vejo nessa questão, assim, eu acredito que esses encontros exatamente é para abordar sobre isso, né? Porque, assim, às vezes a mensagem não é passada para a humanidade da forma que nós somos, né?
So he thinks that this kind of meetings are very important to explain how the history are, because sometimes he thinks that people doesn't know about the truth of their reality and how they are, So that's why it's important to spread the information about that's why they come to talk about themselves, about their history.
E esses encontros são muito importantes, é isso que dá visibilidade para a humanidade entender e lutar junto e nós se respeitar um aos outros.
This kind of meetings give visibility. That's why using visibility for creating a kind of demanding respect for the life of indigenous people.
Okay, so then when people out there hear about the Uniguin, what should come into their mind? They're not these dangerous people like people or like some other people think.
Quando as pessoas falam sobre Huni Kuin, o que você acha que as pessoas deveriam pensar? Tipo, sair dessa ideia, os indígenas são perigosos, vivem na floresta, ou são pessoas assim... O que as pessoas deveriam pensar? O que vocês queriam que as pessoas pensem no Huni Kuin?
Então, eu como Huni Kuin falando sobre o meu povo e sobre mim, assim, as pessoas deveriam olhar que todos nós somos seres humanos. Somos criaturas de grande espírito que fez nós perfeitamente com essa diversidade.
So the people should look at it. We are all human beings, and actually we are beings of the big spirit, and this is like what makes our dignity.
E o povo Huni Kuin não é esse pensamento que as pessoas têm, que é o povo que vai atacar, que vai matar, que é mal. Não, nós somos o povo da paz. Convidamos as pessoas nos vivenciar para entender e compreender, para não ficar nessa coisa aí, porque isso é uma ilusão que foi colocada, não tem nada a ver disso.
And about the Huni Kuin people, it's an illusion, If people think that we are like people are going to attack, or that we are bad people, we invite people to come to see closer how we are, how we live,
So in one word, the Huni Kuin people, they're not dangerous, they are peaceful, loving people, is what he's trying to say, right?
Em uma palavra, você diria, o povo Huni Kuin não é um povo, não é perigoso, é um povo do amor, da paz. É isso em uma palavra.
No Huni Kuin roapaki, unaya no kunshina, no tana bidani, e karakashuninka aqui no Maria Bumaki no Rabe Ibubuski Undakam. Eu digo em Ranchacuim que nós somos nós somos terra. O povo Huni Kuin é terra e todos os seres humanos somos terra. Então nós não somos diferentes. O povo Huni Kuin, como eu falei, nós somos o povo da paz.
So he's saying like the Huni Kuin people are earth, that we are Earth, and it's like we are, as I said before, we are people of peace.
Okay. How are the Huni Kuin people? Are they trying to make their culture? Are they trying to sustain their culture for it not to die? Because it seems they're killing them one after the other, as I earlier heard from the discussion. Like, how is it going to sustain the Huni Kuin people? Like, for the culture not to just die that way?
Como é que o povo Huni Kuin está lutando para sobreviver e não ser dizimado, não ser... a gente está vendo pelas estatísticas que o povo de Huni Kuin está sendo... Estão matando o povo Huni Kuin. Como é que vocês estão lutando para conservar?
Hoje a gente está trabalhando de várias formas. Um exemplo, a gente está fortalecendo a juventude para se apoderar com a nossa cultura, com a nossa ancestralidade.
We are like calling the young people to connect with their ancestors and the culture. Like this is a process of empowering the young people to understand their identity.
E também estamos fazendo esses movimentos, como um exemplo, como nosso projeto. A gente já está cansado de lutar pela demarcação e a gente não tem nada concretizado que garanta o nosso direito.
So we are like actually very tired for waiting for recognition of the land, our land as our land. That's why we are making this kind of change the strategy of even buy the land. Yeah.
Uma das formas que a gente encontramos é comprar a terra para garantir ter uma privacidade, que vai ser uma coisa que não vai ser invadido pelo governo, que não vai ser liberado. Ali a gente vai ter uma autonomia e vamos resguardar. Mas também, ao mesmo tempo, dando continuidade à luta dos direitos que está garantido na Constituição Federal.
So actually, it's one of the strategies, like to buy the land, but like here, like as other fronts in Brazil, like they're fighting for recognition of the rights that is in the law, in the Constitution, but it's not happening. And I think it's important to fight for that, but it's not the only way. So that's why it's different fronts, and the fronts that they're choosing now is like to buy the land to guarantee the autonomy.
Like, is it possible for you to buy? Like, how do you think it's right for you to buy a land in where you are from? It's your right already.
Você acha que é certo você comprar uma terra que é de vocês?
Então, na verdade eu não acho certo, mas a gente tem que fazer isso porque já é 519 anos e só morre cacique e a gente não sai do lugar. Então, meio que a gente se obriga para sobreviver a comprar a própria terra que é nossa.
So he doesn't think that's
é uma forma
right
de sobrevivência.
But it's a way of surviving, because actually like it's 519 years of this like a system that doesn't change. So it's like a way of surviving, guaranteeing this not to be killed.
He said in the discussion, what they do is they bring the Bible, politics to buy the medication.
Você pode falar um pouco mais sobre aquilo que você falou sobre o pastor ou o padre vem com a Bíblia e a gente dá a medicina? Como é que é isso? Eles querem se apropriar da cultura indígena, mas quer trazer essa coisa da evangelização e tal também.
Então, há muito tempo a gente vem sofrendo esses ataques, né? E aí hoje a gente já agora não estamos mais sendo reprimido por eles, não aceitamos mais isso. Hoje a gente já vê que as pessoas vêm oferecer o que tem para nós, mas nós temos que oferecer o que nós temos para eles para a gente se conhecer.
So historically, for a long time, it was like this especially like in the sense of religion, like they were oppressed by the Christians and Catholicism history, and for them now they don't accept this anymore. They respect all the religion, but they have to respect the religion that they have. This is what he was saying. It's not about like being against, but they have to respect, because historically there is the Christians and the Catholic Church was process of this colonial history too that were actually appropriating everything. So that's why they said it's not about like being against, but it's like they have to respect them too. They don't accept this anymore.
Okay, thank you. Then that will be all for now. Thank you very much. Thank
Obrigado, você.
you. Okay.
Tchau, tchau.
Ash House, and now this brings me to you, the host, the organizer. Were you able to achieve your aim of hosting this?
Yes, I mean, what do you think? I give that to you. I mean, I'm very happy that actually discussion was actually less a discussion, but more listening and learning from them. You know, and I think this is the. I think I saw here a lot of knowledge that was here tonight, and it's, yeah, I'm happy that a lot of people came and to know more about the situation too, and even people think about how think of strategy of a support in a way that's a serious way of solidarity.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. That'll be all for now. Yeah, as we earlier heard from the organizer of this event, she said she was able to achieve her aim. She said she was able to achieve her aim of this event to bring the Brazilian, the Nguyen people to note, for people to get to know about them, that they're not dangerous people, they're not these people that are going to us. When you hear about them, you should know they are health loving people, they are peaceful people. And once again, I remain your Labord Cookie Sisami Eureka. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those of you that had time to stay by. Don't forget, catch me when you can.